Maneva na sema PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
So, I was going to call my honorable Samuel Kujeto Ablakwa, Northton Member of Parliament, Equatorial Como. What the expose biaba the heaven there, me who be now, everybody can start here free. BOG, na afe we are expose no, na yabaso, yaba expose no, so. Honorable, good afternoon.
Yo, good afternoon, Anama. Baby Abako.
Nyame adom kakran kakreja. Yempa ibo nyina ne se da bi da amra ne ma beye yie.
Nyame beye.
Honorable Yehu Tuesday adwuma mulidi edom. Edom etisi enkramontin so ekoya ekowie ye. Se Bank of Ghana Governor oni ne deputies no mo nko. Kakra aka no ye mo ho eban. Ekowie ye ewa asomdwe mu Ghana fo. Etwa mu prise pa salutu mu pa sanse said ye mokwa na mapem ne ya block mu kwan mokwa na mapem ne ya block mu kwan kan hwe yi a ena dikanfo no leaders no organizers no manwudu amanfo akoma nka bia emoja egu montin so kowie mu e wasomdwe kwan so ne ye bɔ mabaso na de kowie ne se Bank of Ghana Governor say muni mu kwan no so aye bibi na nya muni mu kwan a wose mo fa so but mo activate say hooligans na muti musi montenso ade na waka fa ho
yo medase mamen bomo abaso ejuma pa moya na menchia tiefo nyana edi kan me pese me saluti Ghana fo na meda omunyana ase edoma eba oyechrewe ayeye occupy BOG in a very, very long time, demonstration CSA. Because what we say these days, ahunchra aba, ansana, obi befaka se oko yebibino na sadiano. It's very, very important to the person. I wanna come so pa because kasi kaniho, okokra sika odi beto bibiedi. As you go on that long walk, no, anyhow, and it's a Ghana for I defy all the odds. Na omwa global CSA, a mammoth attendance, as I say, yada omwase. A chrese Ghana for Dudwana President Akufo-Addo, BOG Governor Addison, omo amemo boneno Ghana for Dudwana. Kase enough is enough. Enya dia ombe tinafie, ombe yedin ema, omwasei omaino. Enti yada omunyana ase. Secondly, me pese meda obia se contrary to all the claims, all the attacks, obekaya demonstration we na anka yesese ye holding no over 3 weeks ago. Now, so every move be na police for a court into colluding with the judiciary, no, and clearly faceless elements in the government were pulling the strings behind the scenes. OSHA documents are almost called court. Grounds are almost level against you for seeking to block the demonstration, which is our constitutional right, the right to demonstrate, guaranteed under the 1992 Constitution. OSHA documents almost called court. Almost say demonstration way. Say judges no Emma Quine Emma demonstration no baswa. You bear violence, you bear to assem, you best say properties, you best damage Bank of Ghana ho. You ensure you crana it will lead to a coup. And you mean make police statements are buying or more reasons for seeking to prevent us from demonstrating. The governor all can't say about hooliganism, no. It didn't start now. Right from court documents, no. That is how we were portrayed. And me pese me bo obi abaso say the leaders who portrayed us as violent elements, coupists, nkofua yebekwa koye basa no. we have put them to shame. Obia who said, we are not the bad guys in Ghana. Oba Ghana say, the bad guys are. It is those in leadership. Omo say omaino, omo collapse the central bank, omo luti asase, omo destroy all our institutions. They are the ones we should be worried about. Omona, as I say, you stop it. And peaceful, law-abiding Ghanaians are omo person omo demonstrate. It is important to really commend and salute the vast majority of Ghanaians for comfortness, their law-abiding nature, the decency they brought to bear to that demonstration. Now, as I said, Medeto Jose, Usha, the argument of the governor of the central bank, say, there were other channels, Adentina, Yakoya demonstration on the streets. Now, doing that demonstration, Yachese Yenye hooligans. Let me place on record, sir, all the governors we have had in the history of our country, none of them, Obia and Kasa say that. Whether it's Agama, whether it's Ablakwa, whether it's Dr. Kwabena Dufour, Wampa, His Excellency Emisata, name them. Governor dear, Waraise Abedi governor, what we have always known. Because Ansana Ubedu that position, you must be somebody of impeccable character. Because that position mandates you to put your name on our currency. To offer Yesika, every day you see the governor's name, the governor's signature. It's some, if you like, full soldier should pardon me, some any kind of position be a positioner. It is reserved for a decent, this governor, Governor Addison, and the irony is that governors we have had who have never engaged in this kind of conduct. The irony is that all these governors, omo declare profits, omo manage central bank ni ye. There were profits. They managed the central bank so well that omo supervisory duties were top notch. Thanks to their policies, economy collapsed. The economy was intact under their watch. Yanti bibia omo freno debt restructuring da. Yanti bibia omo freno financial haircut da. NC da. Meanwhile, these were governors. Na omuni how do you call ahuma swore omun didi atem. They were very decent managers of the central bank. Now, current governor, who are collapsing central bank, Meneo Kasa say, Miniaba, Omo making losses, 60.8 billion. Bank of Ghana will predecessor now, Obia making profit. The Bank of Ghana has made losses. Look at even the difficult times of Ghana. Time and now you war coups, you war famine. You had over 1 million Ghanaians thrown out of Nigeria, coming to that they had to be hosted under emergency circumstances. Period of Kalabule. We've had very difficult times in our history, cataclysmic periods. Now, so the central bank never made losses to this amount. You are the only governor who are making losses to the tune of 60.8 billion, negative equity of 55 billion. Many Okasa say we have the worst reserves. The reserves the World Bank of Ghana were depleted reserves. And this is a governor, Nema Yehuda, say ye Tamsika Akoto gold watches, over 2 million cities. You see car maintenance, 131 million just for car maintenance. Travels, according to over 70 million. Nema Yehuda. Enti yeka hooliganism. I mean, who is the hooligan? What said the central bank? What collapsed the central bank? And to make matters worse, Miniaba, Adia Yehuda said, Governor of the central bank, without parliamentary approval, flagrant violation of Section 30 of your act. Now what printing sika, boom, 77 billion. Sikadadano, 770 trillion. Can you believe that? Illegal printing.
Okay.
A different governor way, Addison the printer. 77 billion without parliamentary approval. This governor must be in jail. He deserves to be in jail.
Honorable.
And let me conclude on this point. In the midst of all of this, what collapses central bank now? Will you believe, sir, this is a time a governor way, or say Onunkwadie, officer or his predecessors, is not luxurious enough for him, and yet befitting enough for him. Or per office for our office no. Started at $81 million. Documents are intercepted here from Onwane office. $81 million. That was the PPA of approval he received. Miniaba, Kasa say, the cost of the land, which is another scandal on this one. At the Kahua, we are talking about a $300 million project. From $81 million to $300 million. And let me finally say on this governor's statement, sir, or say members of parliament and say your court demonstration. Is the governor aware on him say Nipana or appointing ne boss? His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo on him say as member of parliament, member of the opposition, or lead several demonstrations. He was a leader. Indeed, Nana Akufo-Addo's rise to fame. I mean, when Ghanaians got to know him for the first time was when he was leading demonstrations as a member of parliament, opposition MP. And what is he saying? He's saying, Nipana or appointing or a hooligan. And what does he say about him? Nipa Ukoji appointment, who accept the appointment from a hooligan. Look, the arrogance of power. Look, sir, what say economy now? What collapses the central bank? As I speak to you, over 50,000 job losses. Financial sector cleanup, so-called cleanup, when we advised you, say there's another method. Just take away the bad managers, bring in your appointees to the board, do financial injection. You will have spent far less. Now you're protecting businesses. No, you're protecting all of these companies and will have protected jobs.
Okay.
You didn't listen. You adopted the nuclear option. Mino Kasa say we're collapsing over 400 banks and financial institutions. Over 50,000 people have lost their jobs. We're creating inflation at a point 54%, eroding people's purchasing power. And this governor, he has destroyed lives. What saying Kofuejuma, and he rather.
But honorable Kujato, and some year will Bruce would do way. Well, France, France, Nanado second term, and Addison, and one free Nanado first term. Was starting some work Scanyane minority leadership, Murezi issues at Che. Diana, apart from Senna Murezi issues, say Ernest Addison, violate. Emra regulating on fanya she wa printisika banks a wo gunu nkrofo dia na mu raise issues na chenu e dia na waya dia fa na nkiye ntimi nya bibia enso no sense se kwa de enya agensam yi.
I mean, what be a very brilliant question. No krenie oshe the Bank of Ghana law at the time na omo ba before us in parliament predecessors many years ago, Omo passing the Bank of Ghana Act at 918.
Accra FM.
They were determined to create an independent institution, an autonomous institution. Institution Omo taking instructions from anybody. And say law now, yeah, operators say no. a BOG Addison who buying bond, the entire institution is virtually insulated. Internal, even when we summon him to Parliament, Omba, he says he's independent. And Rano Man said, Onya autonomous. He doesn't answer to anybody. And there was a time we insisted, several reminders. He got his lawyers to write to us, Ubekaya, under Professor Okwe. I think his lawyers were Benty Angel and Co. Wrote to us and said, Omba, on the Share Finance Committee, because he's independent. And the only way forward, they say, is for us to amend the law, the Bank of Ghana Act, as I say, amend it, and then bring him under scrutiny. Fortunately, also current IMF agreement, I can offer any IMF for signing. IMF for Nankasa say the independence of this central bank at the Asemaba. That's why they were printing money secretly and all, because he knew that Parliament inviting a crowd to Miaka Omba, and he's not accountable to anybody. One of the IMF conditionalities for the current IMF $3 billion program, as I say, amended the Bank of Ghana Act. And I am glad, sir, that is one of the conditionalities. And in the end, amended, there will be a new law where the Bank of Ghana would now be brought under parliamentary oversight, parliamentary scrutiny, and that you better reduce it on more powers. And that is when we will be able to do something really and as it were, exert the power and the authority of Parliament. Say the way the law is crafted, it gives him a lot of insulation, independence. Interna or misbehaviors, or casa, by heart, and calling we who are the victims of your bad leadership, your abysmal leadership, your reckless, lawless leadership, printing money without parliamentary approval, going on a spending spree, building a new office, which started at $81 million, now over $300 million. Satikano, imagine what it can do at Kolebu Dialysis Center and Kofua AU. Imagine what that new head office can do.
Now, on our office, the new office now also, Amba Parliament.
Debbie, Amba Parliament. Wamba, look.
Accra FM.
Yantikra said, look, documents media to even the cost. When them say, investigative work, my investigation, we didn't know the cost. Okay, 2022 report, the financial statement. Auditors, Deloitte, criticizing almost said they even hit all of those capital expenditure from the auditors. It was a secret project. No accountability, no parliamentary discussion whatsoever. Finance committee members, I can tell you, sir, when I started the exposés, finance committee member leadership, Ephraim said they also want copies of the document. They were shocked. It's the first time they were seeing the figures. Now, Obi and him said he started at $81 million. That is the approval he got from PPA. Then it went to $121 million, less than 7 months. And then went to $227 million. Assassino cry or court to see, Assassino is under litigation. Obi Edi Akwako jail loan. We will have to pay, the taxpayer will have to pay for that loan and the compensation. In the Assassino cry or court to see, wrong location. And Kaisa or choosing that location for the construction of the central bank. This man is so reckless. Ombu Ghanaians. He has no regard for Ghanaians. I'm not surprised he refused to come and receive the petition, and then now he's also calling us hooligans. But you see, and look, we forget our history.
I was saying, you didn't come over say ya. Nini ama bana. We are Ghana ni na uti echira. Na uraho. See, Rebecca said Bank of Ghana a autonomous state institution or independent institution. Where ye autonomous nini nature yashisha emra. Ya odiswa regulating the juma. Amount every year be betting me a support ye budget. Enu kwa se boroso and none of the man say we try 5% and say we here be more after ABA meeting of finance minister no one woman in Abaya no or presented to parliament for approval. Nina wo buso wo twesika baby inflation DNM or si bag where autonomous emrano enti emrano bon wo ban say ye taxpayers na ye sika kakra di atua no kan nyina chi no wo betimi aye ne wo pe bia emrano wo violate wo bumra no so kora no obekọ free sa
yo as a lawmaker no meaning say OSHA the Bank of Ghana Act and Kasano and are protecting us or to make taking whatever decision claiming to be independent. But OSHA decisions now what taking on. There are other laws what breaking. For example, OSHA this Bank of Ghana project. Ghana we have a procurement law. It's the procurement law no what breaking. The way our procurement no crano. The selective tender process no moye no or reggae system no or invitee companies who are not even registered in Ghana marively wenyina and then variation also no he exceeded the 15% according to law and OSHA the letter of the Central Tender Review Board Central Tender Review Committee aka say or ye nema wenyina ansa na oba omho later for approval. Or breaking procurement laws, no, or breaching laws, no, with impunity, until we can get him with the procurement law. Until I petition the Office of Special Prosecutor, we asked Mahama Ayariga to handle that. It is Mahama Ayariga act cataloging all the violations of the public procurement laws, including the illegal printing of money. These are all criminal conduct. We expect the Office of Special Prosecutor will look into these matters. And there are other laws that were breaking, despite the fact that was some autonomy, some independence. No, it doesn't mean that Obed to me about studio how to say now Ababe Kun, now he'll get away with it. There are laws that can deal with him in that circumstance. It's the procurement law, and then the law on illegal printing of money, which he has violated, and all of that. Now, these laws, including more revelations are made next week. And I'm giving you this exclusive. Next week, I'm returning to the Bank of Ghana. Ghanaians will be shocked. Revelations are made. This governor is so reckless. He has no regard for our laws. I am hoping, sir, the Office of the Special Prosecutor obey act. But you see, even if the Special Prosecutor doesn't act, Wanafe, a new Attorney General will take office. Look, OSHA their course was Nigeria. Governor not urgent say or your independent or your autonomous. He didn't think about tomorrow. Many Okasa say he's been prosecuted. He's gone to jail. Oko Lebanon, he's been prosecuted. You are blacklisted on to me call America, on to me call Canada, on to me call UK. All these countries have blacklisted the Lebanese former governor. Slovakia, the governor is also under prosecution. He's been jailed. There is precedence. I'm not too worried at all. Today, he thinks that he's enjoying some autonomy, some cover from the president, the vice president, Ken Oforiatta, who is writing articles defending him. Ojin said he is all that. And December 7, 2024 is not far. And a new Attorney General will be in town. And they see what Nigeria, they see what Lebanon, they see what Slovakia. When governors were held to account, they were jailed, you know. Look, you don't have to be a criminologist and a prophet, a soothsayer to see, say, Governor Addison is a candidate for jail. And the day of reckoning will come. Judgment Day,
After the heaven scandal, airport land, a whole revelation, Odiaba.
Many aba. Kennedy showdown in Japan, Wakan Assembly, and our appeal to all Ghanaians, my agenda is just NPP politics. Asemna Wakano, we have to take it very serious. Now, as I say, and I appeal to all our ranking members, my colleague ranking members in the various sectors. As I say, because the Canadian Japan Akano and Canadian Japan Cafe. The way our NPP form looting, they are looting like there's no tomorrow. They are looting like there's no tomorrow. To quote him verbatim, say NPP Niyankasa coming from within. Now, you're one of the leading members. Time or more opposition in the 90s, or Moshisha and Krofua, Omuhiamboa from support, financial support, they all admit that Kennedy was there. And he is an insider. When he says the NPP, they are looting like there's no tomorrow. Then there's also Dr. Mwakoba recently, with Miami PA in an interview at TV3. Dr. Mwakoba said, look, we have stolen everything. Everything is gone. And investigations are made, These statements are true. They are accurate. And yet, no crack. And yes, they are more positions, internal, or more concocted. Now, having scandal, what is it? Having scandal, a company beer, miniaba, or need track record. And draw me release part two. Part two, companies no or more incorporation documents, or more articles of incorporation. It will shock you, sir. Company we are your friend who Heaven Builders Limited, no. Almost stated capital, 5,000 cities, 5,000 cities. Almost say, almost Juma for Nipa Bako pe, one employee, Nipa Bako. Stated capital, 5,000 cities. No track record. Company way, Anna, are buying at Tam airport lands. Airport Assassino around the airport, aka 93 acres. After expansion now, with Terminal 2 and Terminal 3, aka 93 acres around the airport. Prime lands, though. Prime lands. There can be no other prime land than these prime lands. As I say, I walk near Marriott Hotel, near Nesso, Stanbic Bank headquarters. Those lands, prime lands. My intercepted December 16, 2022, offer letter. The managing director of Ghana Airports Company Limited, Watchro Ediama, this Heaven Builders Limited. Say, Omumbeji, 38 acres of the land. Now, Omumbwa Omo enye some road construction, which they value at $85 million. So $85 million, no. Any kind, we don't know who did the valuation. Say, a Quina Umbabesi, no. They drew $85 million. Number two, there is no mechanism. What kind of agreement now? There is no independent mechanism to determine, say, if Heaven Builders claim that they have spent $85 million, no. Indeed, they have spent that money. Then number three, Ghana Airport Company, Omwankasa ebe to me a resist asika no. So muhia sika edi phase 2 of your airport city project now. You can raise it on your own balance sheet. That is how President Mahama built Terminal 3 on the balance sheet of Ghana Airport Company Limited. Ghana Airport, you don't need any middleman. Mupe Sika, you don't need any middleman. We've read the banks, you can put together a consortium of banks. They will support if you are looking for $85 million. Because as I say, no, why do you invite a middleman who has nothing, no track record? Clearly, no, this is create, loot, and share. Omodi assassino, ma omukroni. They are crony Buccaneer entrepreneurs. Lutocratic companies. Now, Omwankasa, Asia, or behind the scenes. Now, what I am also finding out, Miniaba, ASL, Omo promoted this company, the promoters of these heaven builders. Omo and omo promoted Frontiers. Ubekaya Frontiers. Only this week, me reveal that whole agreement which has been elusive. Ghana Airport for Musi Omu release ministers in Yebisa Omo at the appointment committee or Musi Omu name Oshe. And RTI commission, based on a Joy FM request, Omo fining Ghana Airport Company 200,000. The airport company is willing to pay that 200,000 cedis to conceal the information. And on one case, they are not proud of the Frontiers agreement. I have now discovered a clear link. Say, it's the same guys. Osha, Nipa, or witnessing even the two companies when they were incorporating them, Heaven Builders and Frontiers Healthcare Services Limited. No, the same guys, the same person who witnessed. This is another classic create, loot, and share. A year isn't more annoying. A year, a bufu sempa and they say 38 acres now, yet Yama Heaven Builders. No. Will you believe, sir? Almost say, and so am I into almost 62 acres. Can you believe that? They have the audacity, the temerity to write a counter offer. Say, almost 62 acres. Shocking. Look, Ghana chiefs, Ghana youth, the Ghana children, Omode sa say no omode chair free, omode mayen say oh we want development. Omonya sa say na enyema omo. It's not good for them. When they have given us this land, say let's use it for our international airport. Yen developing the airport area. And then you have this naked looting. And this company, Heaven Builders, that has no track record, a stated capital of only 5,000 cities. Unim said they are even asking, say, 62 acres now or more penno. 45 years now, earlier no, and also endorse almost 99 years. Can you believe that?
But honorable,
almost for not only themselves now, their children and their grandchildren. Almost 99 years.
Okay.
Incredible, Miniaba.
Okay. Honorable sir, Sir Heaven Builders for no we linking it to Frontiers dear. Say na just sa Nigerian for ya Frontiers for and your man sir Sir Heaven Builders for ye.
Oh, fantastic. We are good. We are very good journalists. Omoa Nigerian man now your friend of Benny Peters. Onoa. And he thinks that he's a smooth operator. But we are coming for him. We know his model. That's
honorable. I want the corner kwasi the angel say kwa kwasi can for reata santi bedi etuo na na akufuado no mu ha o.
Oh, omwa and kind letter na managing director Troy no. Mrs. Pamela Jamson Tete, managing director of Ghana Airport Company. She didn't hide it. And I think she's a very smart managing director. We're protecting her. We should first paragraph, right from the first paragraph. Or see, or no the Awanya approval from the finance minister and the government. Is there, first paragraph. I have published all these documents. You can tell, say, the same cabal, same clique. And recently, 16th August, the worker unions had to issue a statement, say, because this deal is delayed, because the Ghana Airport Company management is sharply divided. A bistro said, deal way when alarm blows and when power changes, people will be prosecuted, people will go to jail. And half of the management are afraid. They don't want to take action on this deal. And another half, who are the puppets, the sycophants, are piling pressure. And they were about to dismiss the managing director, and the workers, issue statement threatened to go to town.
Ebina Magdan issue be ya sabre no managing director wo honu ya pa omode pamunui and omode madam we bae enti we say nso chesa madam no nso nko ebinum nso wo mu pese okọ.
Yes. I can confirm to you the enche bia the way Anyama ko from my sources within the presidency, no, because Mami we osro deal with on pese because Andrea me publish it. Once a Mami no up cover and say ochro letters invite two prominent institutions, Ghana Institution of Surveyors, said deal with no omumbe ye assessment, independent assessment, and another company ye from Bright Water Investment Property Limited. Unim said these two reputable institutions, Brightwater and a Ghana Institution of Surveyors, Omunyana said deal with a nyen. Now, having builders, no, they don't deserve 62 acres. It's a bad deal. I have the reports. And I may publish a few pages. I can bring you the full report. These two institutions, they did a thorough job, and I have to commend them. As I said, me commend the Ghana Institution of Surveyors. Okamu reporter, thorough, very thorough. Look, they even went to talk to property owners within that vicinity. They spoke to Lands Commission for Omunyana say, look, this is a giveaway. This is just looting. Total looting. And nobody knows where Heaven Builders is getting that audacity, that authority to say, Omodie, 62 acres no mope, and Omope 99 years. And the irony is, Ghana Airport Company for Nankasano, time Aka was no and 99 years, Aka 45 years back. And how Heaven Builders is going to get 99 years when the lease left, the period left, a year 45 years now. It remains, to be seen. It is just shocking. Look, Obia will analyze it deal with all the experts, all the surveyors, all the real estate experts. Almost this is a total rip-off. And look,
Ghana, Ghana, Yaya Mobo Dodo.
Oh, Yaya Mobo.
Yaya Mobo.
But look, Parliament resume here. My drafting motion is already ready. And your best among the managing director, no?
Okay.
Transport minister. Including the finance minister, who has been mentioned in this deal, say, Onona Oma approval. First of all, why did they grant approval without parliamentary approval? Anka my intercepted documents where Anka Union Parliament, the whole Ghana will be a name say on our blind side. Yeah, ton your airport assassin, yeah, canning, yeah, ton. I mean, about Munchen Patre, best shocking crap.
Ochina Pabi Baba.
Yes.
And watching Pacha Bessa for we are time say ya.
Mon frame, and I am cut.
Miraho, Medasi. I was here for Honorable Samuel Kujeto Ablakwa Northton, NDC Member of Parliament. Of a K. Who dear Temoha. And so toye. O barbering shop why a gata. O barbering shop munina name why a gata. Airport land in a year who father in Crawford to travel Efano. Uti Facebook su etwa pa ehuru enkrofo edi atem of a K enso to a na o barbering shop nyina mu aye gata toilet ya egu ayi gata mu nyina na twa fa o barbering shop unsu Dr. Bawumia President Akufo Addo o ma be lutu o man
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here to my best of knowledge without any biases. PENDREAM TV.